Welcome to GTAAP.
GTAAP.
We are at the new rising star of the Mobile Week. This is Fire Emblem's Heroes. Where you can hear, if you listen very carefully, we'll be quiet for just a second. Oh, you can't anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A guy just singing Fire Emblem Heroes. That's the name of this game.
Yeah,
it's great.
I'm going to have to do that this week. So we start out as in all these games. You come in and you have all your notifications and such. This is kind of a...
It's like your course.
Well, like where your bunch of your characters that you get from the world are.
Yep.
And you can see I have a few of them that are loving on me. That means they're going to give me stuff. Feathers.
Yes.
And then this is from another character that I'm friends with online.
Oh, okay.
Feathers. So. Every day they have a daily login bonus stuff, you know, like every game does now.
Yeah.
But
So, I still have Matomo installed on my phone because I'm a Nintendo fanboy. Super Mario Run's pretty fun. I bounced off this a day after I played it.
okay, why is that?
Because it is all full of all the freemium crap I can't stand. When I realized that it was like, there isn't a character, there's versions of those characters. And when I found out that there's a story, but the story is only a couple hours long, and when you're done, you'll find out it wasn't that great of a story. The fact that the battles are like 1/4 of what a normal Fire Emblem battle would be.
Yeah.
I rubbed me the wrong way.
I just don't know what you expected it to be. Beyond that, honestly.
Well, I expected it to be a game, not a gambling system.
It's a mobile game. Every mobile game is kind of like this right now.
Now they are, yes.
So,
But just because every game's like that doesn't make it okay.
I just don't know what you would have expected otherwise, that's all.
Well, Mario Run still has the dumb kingdom building stuff, but it's totally ignorable, which I did instantly. And this game, you can't. Like, there's so much about leveling up and building your characters out and making the numbers go up that you pretty much have to engage the other
How
garbage.
do you play RPGs? Because the whole thing of an RPG a lot of time is making your
not
character
having to
level.
wait for stamina bars or wait for a daily bonus or having my time dictated. At least if I want to grind in an RPG, I can just dig in. That's why, like, Bravely Default series is awesome. Because you can just turn the random encounter all the way up to grind and turn it all the way down when you're done grinding. I just find these totally abusive to their players and your time.
See, this one gives you so much stuff that you don't even have to worry about that.
But it's stuff they took away from me so they could give it back to me. Like, when I unlock a character, it should be the character. That should be it. It should be done.
As you say.
I should just level that character up when they fight in battles. But it's about, like, combining and feeding. Like, there's that whole mechanics of, like, feeding weapons and cards to each other to make better cards. Like,
Indeed.
Together.
Oh, okay.
I just bounced right off of it.
I don't know.
I stated earlier in the week that, like, I'm just not into these.
I'll be that already.
That was rough. At least it's not a direct, like, well, you could have paid more to bring him back.
Understood. Yeah.
So, anyway, beyond that, I'm actually playing against another person. I don't know if I'm playing. I guess I'm playing against their avatar. Kinda, like,
So, like,
you
ghost kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Their quote-unquote play style, I guess.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I think the other thing about this game that was also kind of weird is, especially as an American, like, other than some of the characters from Awakening and Fates, I'm not very familiar with the series. So there's a lot of characters that I'm like, oh, look, it's
Honestly,
them. Like, great example. Hey, look, it's Marth. I know Marth. Then I realized from Smash Brothers that I know nothing about him as an actual character. You know what I mean? Like, and that's more just we're Americans. We just didn't get most of the games in the series.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of hilarious because Fire Emblem Awakening was almost supposed to be the last Fire Emblem because that series wasn't doing as hot.
And that brought them out of the frying pan.
And now it's buried the Advance Wars series. It's weird.
You've always loved... The Advance Wars series has been dead for a lot longer than you think, man. Like you keep wanting the Advance Wars series to come back. It's
I
never
do.
coming back.
Please, please.
Oh, I think it will.
No.
This series was never supposed to go to America, and there's no reason it did. And it, you know what? Turned out to be really popular.
When was the last time they made an Advance Wars?
Yes?
I think that was 2006's Days of Ruin.
So it's been over a decade since
Yeah.
there's been an Advance Wars.
Mike, you can't say any of this stuff because they made another flipping Kid Icarus. Anything's possible.
Yeah, and that one pretty
was
much
terrible, but it
failed.
doesn't change the fact that it was made.
And they tried to bring back.
Well, here's my other thing that I'm going to argue with you, though,
You
is
won't get away from me.
Advance Wars is doing really well. Yeah. Or, I'm sorry, Fire Emblem's doing really well. Why can't Advance Wars do well? Considering they're basically the same game.
I never got into the Advance Wars, so I can't really speak too
You
much.
move
to
things around the board in a grid, and then you attack them.
Well, once again, I never played it, so I just can't really speak to it. I just know the last time they released one was for the GameCube.
Huh? No, the last one was the last days of the DS. It was the Days of Ruin.
Okay,
So they had,
okay.
in America anyway, they've been releasing them since the Famicom over in Japan, but they had Advance Wars 2, Black Hole Rising for the
Yes.
GBA. Then they had Dual
Absolutely.
Strike
As you said.
and
Yes.
Dual Strike and Days of Ruin. And that basically it. There may only be 4 entries over here.
All right.
Indeed.
You thinking about Battalion Wars on the GameCube? Battalion Wars was a different thing, but that's okay.
I don't know.
Yes?
And Fire Emblem had
Together.
one on the
Oh,
GBA.
okay.
Is it Sacred Stones? Was the
Sacred,
first one that came
Sacred
over?
Stones, yeah. Was the one.
Then they had one. They had one for I think the Wii, one for the DS, and then Awakening and Fire. Is that right? So
And then there's
4 or
one,
5 of them.
There's one for the Cube.
Oh, right, there was one for GameCube.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
there's
Yeah.
one for the Cube as well. I don't remember all of them because honestly, like I never got into Fire Emblem until Awakening because I'm not a.
Well,
I'm
you're not
a guy-
alone. So.
Well, I'm not a guy who likes the insta kill
Oh, sure, sure.
mechanics that those had.
You can turn it off.
Not in the older ones, you couldn't.
I think Awakening.
Awakening was the first one that you could do that, and that's the reason why I got it. Was because I was like, oh, I don't have to.
Understood.
Yeah, I've always had a little fat. One of the first RPGs I ever got into was Shining Force for the.
Of course.
I guess I'm saying Shining Force 2, the Sword of Hylia from the Game Gear of all things. And it was like this. It was tactics, like a grid-based tactical
Yeah.
RPG. So I always have had a place in my heart for that. But some of them are brutal. Like I like Final Fantasy Tactics, but it is a brutal game.
Oh yeah,
You can really screw yourself in that game hard.
You'll never
But I
get this
love
target.
Tactics Advanced.
Retreat.
Yeah, I did like Tactics Advance. I played Tactics Advance 2 as well. I did like that. I don't think I'm gonna win this fight.
And so like I like Fire Emblem. I guess my whole thing is like when I play like a Fire Emblem, I'm just thinking I'd rather be playing like Final Fantasy Advance just because I have more investment in that set of tropes like Phoenix Downs and Moogles and Chocobos and that kind of
Well,
stuff.
it's a lot more fantasy. This is a lot more Japanese fantasy.
Yeah, well, they
like
did a
more so
really.
than-
I thought an interesting thing. I haven't actually played Fates yet, but Fates has the 2 kingdoms. One's the very samurai kingdom, and the other's the very medieval kingdom.
The thing,
Which is pretty cool.
The other thing I like about Fates, they limit you to the amount of characters you can have
Yeah.
for your relationships and things like that, and that kind of soured me. 'Cause that's the whole reason why I was playing the game essentially.
Well, it's also weird. That's such a unique system to Awakening that it was weird they had to kind of
As you
pigeonhole
say.
it back into another game.
Okay.
Because like in Awakening, it makes a
Yes.
lot of sense why you're doing
Absolutely.
relationships and pairings and having their kids come back and fight for you. But at the same time, it's also kind of like hard to make an excuse for that to happen for other things.
So they actually do come up with an excuse for it for the.
Well, this is easier because it's like this weird multiverse.
Well, I'm not even talking about for this. I'm talking about for
Fates.
for Fates. Yeah, they came up. Basically, there's a pocket dimension where they hide the kids because they're afraid of retribution, and it's a pocket dimension where the time goes faster.
Oh, okay.
That's-
Hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Together.
Yeah, that works.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think that.
Must retreat.
I'm not doing well today.
He's getting crushed.
Yeah.
Farewell.
It's the first time I've ever seen her before.
Julia.
Absolutely.
First.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the other thing about like I said, all these gambling gaming bullshit. I think the biggest thing it's frustrating is
Oh, okay.
it's really hard to play it on your time. They want you to play it on their time. You know what I mean? Like how this is what if a hero gets down, there's a cooldown before you can use them. Wasn't it that?
So you do have a little bit of a stamina bar, but like every 5 minutes you gain back one.
Okay.
And they give you like a lot of items that let you basically regain stuff. So it's very rare that you're ever stuck not doing something in this game.
I'm just glad it had an actual story. It's mostly a lot of games don't even have that.
Away
Yeah.
with you. Yes?
This one is nice because if you're not really into tactics games per se,
Yes.
this is kind of a nice simple alternative.
Oh no.
So, I mean-
and like the simplified battles, I may complain about, but I get why they're that way. Because obviously you want to be able to play it in like a 5-minute sit down and stuff like that. I just don't think it appeals to me. Like I don't think it's bad because, like you said, I mean it is what every game is like now.
Yeah.
The
Let's look
crap
at
I'm complaining about is present in like 75% of games now.
Let's look at all the chibi spreads. Look at them.
Yeah, but you know what
Look
is
at 'em.
freaking egregious, and maybe one of the reasons I'm turned off with it? Did you ever try Final Fantasy: The Record Keeper?
Oh, is that the one?
It's abusive.
Yeah, I've heard that one's pretty rough.
I mean, all the Square Enix ones I think are fairly abusive.
So there is the summoning system. I'll just summon something real quick because I have just enough to do on. Ooh, what do we want? What color do you want?
I don't
I'll
know.
let you choose.
I like red.
You like red? We'll go red.
What's red do?
Red will do sword or a red tome.
Oh, is that what you need?
Not really, but
here, pick what
green
you
will do
need.
an axe or a green tome, and blue will do a lance or a blue tome.
Well, what are you low on? Because this is rock paper scissors, so
Yeah, I'm actually not necessarily low on anything per se. So we'll do all the blues. Choose a blue.
that one's fine. Just be on that one.
That one? Okay, that one. Let's see what we got. Oh, you chose a good one. You chose a
Yeah.
really good one.
That's what I'm here for.
So that 5-star rating,
Yeah.
I have 2 other characters that have that. One I used, the other one I haven't leveled up enough to use, but she will be put in with the other group now. Yep. Yep, I'm glad we got that on air. That's awesome.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, you can see there's, so here's like the skill system. Toss it up here so you can kind of see what it looks like. I'll just go with them. So you can see they have different weapons they can learn.
Yeah.
And then these are like their, the purple thing with like a little swooshy. Those are like after every turn that they do something,
Yeah.
they eventually get like a special attack that they'll do.
Oh, okay.
His, like the buckler, he'll take less damage the next time he gets hit. Is what his does. And then they have little skills as well as they play. So like, threat and attack level 1, he inflicts -3 to foes within 2 spaces. So that's where some of the tactics and things like that start to come into play.
Sure.
If you know how to use those properly. Yeah. So, all in all, like I said, I dig this game.
That's cool.
I understand where you kind of get into the not wanting stuff.
You know what's actually a great example of what we're talking about?
What's that?
It's the difference between playing like a board game and a CCG.
Okay.
Like a board game, everything's in the box. You have everything you'll ever need to play this game a million times. Like, that's why I think I like traditional RPGs, right? Everything's there, and the game's curved to me and me alone in my experience playing with the box I have in front of me.
Okay.
A CCG, like, you and I made some awesome decks in high school. They're useless now. right? Just because the way the game has ebbed and flowed and the curves that have changed, like, it's an ever-changing beast. And if you don't keep up with it, you kind of get lost. And that's what I don't like about these is, if I don't play it more days than I don't a week, I'm going to get sort of lost in the flow of what's going on.
That's where you and I differ, because I like to break games, so I like to take old stuff and eat new stuff with it.
That's cool.
So, but
I think this game likes to break you.
yeah, it hasn't broke me yet. I dig it. So anyway, this has been Fire Emblem. This is a good one. I dig
It's
it.
a highly polished one of those.
Yes, it is available on iOS. I think they just released it for Android now as well.
Yeah, I think this was almost a day and date. Because I remember you could pre-order it on Android and you couldn't on iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I dig it. Check it out. It's free to start, as they put it.
I do like Nintendo is way more upfront. That is the most honest term I've ever heard for that. Well, it is. You can play some of it for free, but you're gonna get past that.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas like most of them like, oh, free to play. In what universe is Clash of Clans free to play? Hey, look at all your chibi. Look at all the chibi.
Look at the chibis. They're adorable.
That girl with the flying horse, I helped you get that, I guess.
They're adorable. Oh, that's a guy actually.
Oh, is that a guy?
That's dude. That's Tsubaki. Yeah,
I don't know, it's Japan, I can't tell.
yeah, exactly. So for GTAAP, I'm Kaz.
I'm back!
Remember to like and subscribe and all the other doobly-doo stuff.
Seriously, that's a dude?
That's a dude. Yeah, that's a dude. That's
Okay.
Tsubaki. Yeah.
Is he really?
He's he's got long hair and he's kind of like a man's man almost.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So he's got a ponytail there.
Oh.
And he flies a unicorn.
He's-
Or Pegasus, I'm sorry.
Well, do you want to tell the Pegasus that it's not manly? You go for it.